I don't know. Anyway, I'm running late. I usually, you came on and I didn't want to be rude. I work nights. I should have been in the shower 20 minutes ago. So on your last transmission, I'm going to bail. And we can talk more tomorrow. I got up late today. I usually get up at 2:30 in the afternoon, and I was just so exhausted because I was up all day yesterday waiting for the delivery. I didn't know when I was going to get here. And so, yeah, I set the alarm clock for 3:30, and I didn't get up until about 2:45 on my own. So usually that's pretty good, I guess. But all right, Paul. So, but that's about it. You can shoot me an email, and I'm going to work on it some more. I'm going to change the computer. I think I like the audio direct. This podcaster, right? It's it's for podcasting on the computer. It's not really made for RF. If you can look it up, it's the Rode Caster Pro 2 they call it, or it's really Podcaster Pro 2. I don't know, but that's what I'm using. It's pretty little nifty piece of gear. It's got effects and different things. And at the time, I didn't know anything about audio or anything like that. I just seen it and I figured, well, let me try it out. I can get a noise gate and different things and hook it up to the Yaesu, and that's what I wanted to do, and then send the receive out and record with it. But I can do all that now with this. I don't, this is really obsolete. Besides, the effects, little reverb, little echo, things like that, I could put in the audio to give it a little enhancement, which I am using now. I don't know if it's overdone. That's another thing. I don't know if I sound like I'm in a hollow room, or I don't know how to use it quite yet, or what I'm looking for. But I'm looking for, maybe something to expand on the sound a little bit, give it a little more presence, and that's about it. And so on your final, I'm gonna scoot out of here. Like I said, I'm late. I'm gonna be late anyway. But I didn't want to be rude to you. Last time I think I cut out on somebody on 290, and they're like, "Oh man, the guy hit and run." I felt bad, I know the thing with AM is, you like to talk, take your time, say what you gotta say, and exercise the transmitter, making sure it's up to par, and nothing's gonna break down. But all right, WA3 VKB, I hope it's right now, Paul, and very nice speaking with you, and thank you for the pointers. And yeah, we're working on it. We're gonna get there. Hopefully this winter we'll be operating a lot of AM. That is the goal. We talk on. Oh, you asked me where we talk. We talk on 7222 lower side. We have a whole group of guys with the Hermes Lites. There's a bunch of AM guys that talk there as well, and so we have a lot of fun. We help each other out, radio wise, and we have a good time. Friendly group, Sometimes it gets political. Some guys don't like it. I do it all. It doesn't matter. And I'm conservative, so Republican. And but I could talk with both sides of the aisle and have a conversation. I don't have any problem with that. It doesn't matter what you are, as long as we can communicate. I don't believe in the other things that they're doing. I just think it's I think that, well, I'm not going to get into it. But anyway, Paul, 7-3, and I'll look for that recording in the email. I'll play it later. I'm going to put some earbuds in, and I'll listen to it over the phone, then I'll download it and put it on the computer. I really hear it. But 7-3s, thanks for the pointers, and it was a pleasure speaking with you. WA3 VKB KC2ZUR 7-3 on your final.
Okay, Rich, very good. KC2ZUR, Long Island from WA3 VJB. I'll make it brief, knowing you're already running late. Yeah, I don't have any sideband capability. I prefer not to use it. And as a result, you'll find me up here at the top of 40. If you want to do any A-B comparison in the time ahead. Be glad to lend some feedback to you. Sounds like you got the makings of being a member in good standing of the AM community. You do like to settle in and make a transmission. And, I say that with a giggle because you'll get people on here with limited exposure to this part of the hobby, and they'll not quite use Vox, but they'll make a very terse transmission and hand it back over like I guess you do on other modes, where here you tend to settle in and form your thoughts like you've been doing and react to those thoughts as presented by others, as you've done. So yeah, you'll fit right in the more you show up around here. And I'll wish you many hours of airtime here on AM. And the Hermes Lite has acquitted itself as sound quality for AM. Yours is the second or third one that I've heard. There's a forum on QRZ.com for amplitude modulation. And the first one that I worked was Pete WA1SOV. And I was shocked at how good it sounded, because I really wasn't familiar with it. Not that I'm up to date on everything, but that was one to add to the list of good sounding rigs on AM. So once you get the external audio sorted out, you'll be in good company, I'm sure, for those who appreciate the sound. Take care, Rich. Have a good night at work, and we'll look for you on the airways once again in the future. KC2ZUR, Long Island, WA3VJB, Annapolis. Through with your radio.
All right, very good, Paul. And I think I know Pete, but he changed his call. It's Pete, and the SOB hasn't changed. He was in Florida. He was in Long Island, went to Florida. I know Pete from my dad's 2-meter simplex club, if that's the same Pete. I think that's where he moved, the New England area. So he probably changed the call to a W1 SOB. All right, 7-3, Paul. Have a great day. We'll hope to do it again. I'm running super late. I got to move. 7-3, and it's WA3 Victor Juliet Bravo, correct? Because I kept saying Kilo Bravo.
Oh, that's it. Valuable junk box.
All right, Paul, thank you. All right, I wrote it down. It's corrected. And 7-3s. Have a great day. Good evening. KC2ZUR, clear frequency.
See ya.
WA3VJB. WA3VJB. This is November 3 Romeo Yankee Bravo. November 3 Romeo Yankee Bravo. Go ahead.
I heard two stations in there. RYB. And the other station? I got a little bit of congestion on the frequency, or near the frequency. I heard WL8. Is that correct? What's the rest of it?
Negative. It's Whiskey 2, Whiskey Lima Delta.
There we go. Whiskey 2 WLD, Whiskey Lima Delta. With N3RYB, WA3 VJB. A very good afternoon to both you gentlemen. I guess you may have been reading the mail, as they used to say, when Rich and I were talking about his Hermes Lite that he was sorting out there. I thought he had it sounded pretty good. And as I said, good afternoon to you both. What is it, 4:30? Looks like the band's coming in. N3RYB, Harper's Ferry. Then turn it over to WLD so he can introduce himself from WA3 VJB. How are you?
WA3 VJB. This is N3RYB. Doing good, Paul. Yeah, got a little bit RF feedback into my headphones as well today. So